Hey, what's up? What's up? What's the weatherman here with a brand new video for you guys today, and I'm bringing you guys Malefics. So I'm gonna jump right into this as quickly as I can because I don't think the deck needs that much of an explanation, and we're gonna try to jump right into the gameplay. So just to start off, this deck is a deck that requires a field spell. For you to do anything in this deck, you essentially need to have a field spell on the skill, which is why we play the skill Territory and Malice. We just got the character for Malefics in the game, which is Paradox. So the skill he gives us is to be able to return one Malefic card from our hand to the deck and then add a Malefic territory to our hand from outside of the deck. And then we add a Malefic world to the bottom of our deck from outside of the deck. So this is really nice. So we get to add a Malefic card to the deck. We'll toss a Malefic card to the deck from our hand and then add this card, which gives us the effect to, when this card is activated, we're going to activate a Malefic world from our deck. First off, that's good because we need to have a field spell on the field to do anything. And then the two more important parts of this card is that while this card is here, nobody can target our field spell, which is really dope. And then Malefic Stardust even says that it protects our field spell from destruction. So then our field spell is basically Cocytus, cannot be targeted, can't be destroyed. Then it also changes our Malefic monster effects from there can only be one face-up Malefic monster on the field to there can only be one face-up Malefic monster on the field with the same name. So because of territory, we can actually play multiple Malefic monsters on the field, whereas without it, we wouldn't be able to do that. We'd have to only summon very specific ones or just one Malefic monster. So Malefic World itself, it lets us choose 3 Malefic cards during our draw phase from the deck, and then our opponent picks one of them. We shuffle the rest of the deck. So we play a lot of 3-ofs. It's going to be easy to get whatever you want. Your turn starts. Choose 3 Paradigm, they're going to give you a Paradigm. Choose 3 Paradox Gear, they're going to give you a Paradox Gear. You know, things like that. That's why we play 2 to 3. We play 3 of everything we want to see, to be honest with you. So what the cards actually themselves do is, this is going to be really fast. Malefic Paradox Gear is what gives you access to your tuner. He is also technically a searcher, but a lot of the time you're going to use what you search for as material. So this is a 1-card synchro right here. As long as you've got the field spell on the field, you can normal summon this guy, tribute him, special summon your tuner from the deck. And the tuner says that we can use a monster from our hand, a Malefic monster from our hand, as part of the synchro material to summon the synchro we want. So that's pretty nice. So we're going to special summon this to the field and then synchro using our hand. It also has the grave effect of, if we want to special summon a Malefic, all of our Malefics summon themselves by banishing a card either from the deck, the extra deck, from somewhere. So this basically says, instead of banishing the requirement for that card, you can banish this from the grave instead to summon that monster. So that does come up sometimes, but we do typically end the game before it gets that far. The reason we play Malefic Red Eyes is simply to make level 9 synchros. We don't really use him. He doesn't have a great effect, and we don't play any Red Eyes to banish. Like I said, you can summon this guy if this is engraved, but we're never planning on summoning him. We only add him turn 1 to go for our Croco Dragon, and we only add him turn 2 to go for Vermilion. So that is the only reason we play the Malefic Red Eyes monster. Malefic Stardust, like I said earlier in the video, Malefic Stardust says that our field spell cannot be destroyed by card effects, so it makes our field spell Cocytus, as well as the fact that to summon Malefic Stardust, you have to banish a Stardust from your extra deck. And Malefic Paradigm says that you can target one banished level 8 synchro and summon it to the field for the cost of Foolish Burial, a Malefic card. So that is great. So just having this card and Stardust beside each other in the same hand is great, because it means you'll summon Paradigm, who's going to banish a Malefic extra deck monster, which is going to be our Malefic synchro, to summon himself. And then if you have Stardust too and you summoned Malefic Stardust, you're going to be able to re-summon your actual Stardust from the banish pile that you use to summon Malefic Stardust. So now you also have the ability to negate a destruction effect, which is really nice. Cyber End doesn't do a single thing. He's just a beefstick, just a 4,000 beater, which is why he's here, just to help us get in that extra damage, and that's pretty much all. Malefic Selector is the MVP of the deck. This card alongside a gear, these in the same hand, insane. So Paradox Gear actually sets up the entire cost for Malefic Selector, because Malefic Selector requires you to banish 2 Malefic cards from the graveyard to add 2 Malefic cards from your deck, except Malefic Selector, with different names from each other. So by just having this card plus the spell, you normal summon it. Tribute, that's 1 card engraved. You bring out the tuner, and you add a Malefic monster for the synchro. You synchro, that's 3 Malefic cards engraved to banish 2 for selected. So just like that is how easy we're going to be searching for our Malefic Claw Strain, which is only activatable if we control a Malefic monster, or if we want to search for a Paradigm, or search for a Cyber End, or search for a Malefic, whatever we're missing. It pretty much helps with the consistency. Then, because we have the ability to banish our traps from the grave with Selector, we're playing 1 copy of Treacherous, because Treacherous is just great. If you have Treacherous plus your regular turn 1, you're probably curb stomping someone. And going second, the deck is pretty good at going second. I will say the only thing this deck really dies to is back row removal. Somebody chaining Cosmic Cyclone or a MST to this card right here, to this Malefic territory, big GGs, man. Big GGs. I don't play another copy in the deck because I just don't believe in it. I get it, maybe if you open it, you could play through that MST removal, but I'm just trying to OTK, man. I don't want any duplicate bricks in my hand, bro. I just want to go for game. So just to look at the extra deck real quick before we go into the replays. We play 1 Cyber End Dragon just to banish so that we can summon Malefic Cyber End Dragon. If we want to summon the second one, we can just banish a Paradox Gear. We play Vermilion, like I said, if we're going second with Paradox Gear, we contribute Paradox Gear, search for our Red Eyes to make a level 9. Then we play Stardust. This is just to banish the Stardust to summon our Malefic Stardust. And like I said with the other card, to summon the rest, we can banish the Paradox Gear from the graveyard if we want to summon our other 2 copies of Malefic Stardust. Then we play Croco Dragon. Croco Dragon is what we use turn 1 with our Red Eyes if we're trying to Synchro Summon. So it has the quick effect. So first off, on Synchro Summon, for every non-tuner you use to Synchro Summon it, we're going to draw a card. And then it has the quick effect to discard 2 cards, then target 1 card in the field and destroy it. The good thing about this card going first is we're going to discard 2 cards to pop a card right, and then we're going to activate our field spell. What does our field spell do? Our field spell during our turn allows us to pick 3 cards during the draw phase, right? Or 3 cards that we're going to pick, because our opponent has to pick one randomly. We're going to pick 3 Selector. Then they're going to give us Selector because they have no choice. We pick 3 of it. Then what do? We banish 2 cards from the graveyard and we go off. We search for 2 monsters and we just snap. So really great, really great. From there, we've just got the Paradox Dragon, really self-explanatory. We pretty much only make this guy by synchroing with our Malefic Stardust. So if you do get in a situation where you necessarily can't summon the other Stardust, you can just synchro with it as material. So it's not that deep. Also, it's a 4,000 beater, and it does have the effect of when it's summoned, it can summon a synchro from either player's graveyard, which is actually somewhat relevant in today's meta. And then lastly, we've got our rank 10 and our rank 11. So our rank 10 right here, we can just use by making 2 10s, obviously. We can summon it, right? Pop a card and burn them for 500 damage. Really nice. Then we can stack on top of that a Super Dreadnought, which is also going to pop a card and then boost itself up 2,000 attack, which is really nice. It's going to be 6,000 attack. Yes, Malefic's a team 6K. Big boy. It looks like it also has the effect, which I have never actually read until now. During each battle phase, this card can make attacks on monsters up to the number of material it has, +1. Never read that because we OTK. Obviously, it's a 6,000 beater. I'm not summoning it unless I can just OTK with it. But yeah, so that's the deck. Now we're just going to get into the replays. I think I went over every card pretty much. So we're just going to go into the replays now. Alrighty, we're going first. I believe this was the game against Harpies, if I'm not mistaken. So, like I said, if you've got these 2 cards in your hand, GG's, we're going to return the duplicate Paradox Gear so that we can add a Malefic territory to our hand. We're going to activate to get our Malefic world. Now we're going to normal summon. So, in this hand, I do believe I didn't go for the level 9. It might have been because I had Tretch 2. So I searched for a level 8 so that I can make a level 10. So we're going to summon our Paradox Dragon. Then we're going to activate Malefic Selector, banishing 2 cards from the graveyard. So it looks like we're going to search for a Stardust because we did not banish a Stardust. And we're going to get a trap. So now our field spell is untargetable and cannot be destroyed by card effects. as well as we've got a Malefic Selector to pop a monster on the field, and we've got a Treacherous to pop 2 cards on the field. So we're looking nice. Because we have Tretch, we let them go a little further. Now we're going to flip up Tretch. Yep, and they're passing back to us. Gonna activate the field spell. We're about to look for 3 cards, right? We're gonna search for 3. Let them choose. We don't care if we get the gear or the selector. We'd rather get the selector though. We're gonna banish 2. We got the Paradise gear. We got the Paradigm. So now we're gonna be able to get us a Vermilion on the field to pop a card as well as get a 4K beater. He challenges us. So we are not going to be able to get our effects, but we are going to tribute so that we do not have a 0 attack monster on the field, as well as we want to fill up our board. So just getting them off. Now we're going to activate Malefic. This is what I'm talking about. So because I have a level 8 Synchro that is banished, my Paradigm gets the effect of Foolish Burial so that I can return that level 8 banished Synchro to the extra deck. And if I want to, I can also summon said monster, which is what we will do. Now, when you do that effect, keep in mind that you cannot attack with non-Malefic monsters, but seeing as I had game with my 3 Malefic monsters, it was fine. Stardust was the only card that couldn't attack. So we had a good hand in this game, but I think I misclicked in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, so we got a solid hand. So this hand is pretty ideal for me. We're going to return Cyber End Dragon. The Cyber End Dragon returned. We're going to activate our territory, getting our Malefic World from the deck. Now we're going to normal summon our Paradox gear. So we're going to tribute it, and we're going to get our tuner onto the field, and we're going to search for a Malefic Red Eyes because we want to make a level 9. The level 9 we're making is Croco Dragon. We're going to Synchro summon Croco Dragon into defense. We're going to draw a card because we had 1 non-tuner that was part of the Synchro. Now we've got Selector. We're going to summon our Malefic Stardust. We're going to set our Claw Stream, and bam. Now we've got the 2 disruptions right here. So he activates, we don't do anything. Now he activates for real. Let me just tell you the difference. So he placed Contract on the field. We didn't do anything. Then he activated to attempt to get its effect. That's when we changed because this card is a hard once per turn. If we would have just did it as soon as he put it on the field, if he had another copy in his hand, he could just put it on the field and get the effect anyway. But now that we waited for him to actually activate it, if he has a duplicate in his hand, it's just dead now. It's hard once per turn. So we're going to pop that. He's not getting a search. I do think this is where the misclick came. So we have the ability to pop a monster on the field because of our Claw Stream. And we should have popped Thomas. But if I'm not mistaken, we misclicked here and we clicked on Armageddon. And that is exactly what happened. So because of that, he's going to punish us. Thomas has the effect to be able to pop a scale to summon a level 8 from the deck. So now he's going to punish us and still get his rank 8 off. Go Cypher. Now he's overlaying so that he can pop a card. Now he's going to overlay again so he can pop another card, which is something similar we do with the rank 10, rank 11 play we have in the extra deck. Chose to hit our territory because he can't get game anyway. So this is actually a pretty good decision because it puts us in a really, really awkward scenario. Because now we have our regular Malefic effects. So we've got Selector. We're going to banish 2 cards from the graveyard, and we're going to attempt to search. I believe we go for a gear and maybe a Paradigm. Oh, just Paradigm and a Claw Stream. Okay. Or that's right. Our Red Eyes is gone, so we can't go for a Vermilion. So we send that, and we're going to special summon out our Stardust to protect us from a play like this again. Going to beat over it. We set the Claw Stream now because we control a Malefic monster. We're going to be able to pop 1 monster on the field. And then with Stardust, we're going to be able to negate an effect that would try to destroy. Also, Paradigm does not, just real quick, A lot of the other, he already flipped up his card, and we'll see what happens from there. So a lot of the cards say something similar to this. There can only be one face-up Malefic monster on the field. But Paradigm doesn't care. Paradigm doesn't actually say anything about having any other Malefic monster on the field. All he cares for is that you have the field spell. So he's going to Karma Cut me. Stardust does not negate banishing. So we're going to chain cross-stream while we still control the Malefic monster, and we're going to pop his guy. Now he ends. There's nothing he can do to stop us now. He's a clear board. We get to search for whatever card we want. We choose one Paradigm and two Stardust because either way it's going to be lethal. He gives us the Paradigm. We're going to banish our Paradox Gear because we have no more Synchros in the grave to summon. Or actually, we might have one. We might have just been saving it. But we're going in for game. And that's lethal over DDs. Yeah, we're beating tiered decks out here. Alrighty. As you can see, we were going on mad win streaks. Just back-to-back win streaks. Not much of a hand here. I mean, it is a hand. Let me not lie. Like, it's a solid hand, but... So we're going to activate territory. We're going to get our Malefic World. Going to banish our Stardust. Banish our Paradigm. Like I said, I love to see these two in the same hand. It's really great. Gonna send our Paradox Gear to the grave. And we're gonna special summon the Stardust instead of Treacherous. So now we can protect ourselves from destruction. And we've got a Treach to pop too. So he's got double Whirlwind. Kinda nervous right now. And so I'm just gonna explain why I do what I do, right? I kind of felt awkward here because he normal summoned Zephyros, which means that Zephyros is going to be able to pull himself back from the graveyard regardless of what I do to him because I'm only going to destroy him. I'm not going to flip him. So with that being the case, I didn't know what to do. I wanted to pop him either now, or I was like I could wait and maybe wait for the Xyz, but the reason I choose now is because he's going to get his double searches off and he's going to be able to special summon this guy back anyway. So in my head, I'd rather at least stop those double searches so that he doesn't have 4 cards in his hand. He only has those 2 cards in his hand to work with and nothing more. So we're going to chain Treach so that he doesn't get his searches. We're going to pop our Malefic Stardust. He's going to re-summon Zephyros. Just going to go Gale. Going to reduce my Paradigm. Summons Harmattan. Interesting build. Dark End. I think I do remember this game. Very different. Is all I'll say. If he was playing Undead's version, he might have won right here. I don't know, man. I don't know. So we're going to activate Malefic World. We're going to search for 3 cards. We're going to activate the search for 3 Malefic selectors. So he's going to give us a Malefic selector guaranteed. We're going to banish 2 Malefic cards from our graveyard so that we can search for 2 differently named Malefic cards. Oh, yeah. We're going to special summon Malefic Paradigm Dragon. I wish they had more animations, bro. I wish we had like a full animation, bro. A little cutscene and stuff. And he just bails. Big GG's. Connection failed, nothing. He scooped. Oh, man. We're going to the last replay. That's how you know I'm not lying, man. Look at those win streaks. I was just out here stomping. It's just what we do. The only thing we really lose to is a Cosmic or MST, to be honest with you. Or I guess technically speaking, Silent Grace, if they go first with that Omni Negate, if they just negate the territory when I activate it, it's over. It's over. Big GG's, you got it, big dog. We're going to special summon our Paradigm Dragon, and we're going to set us a Treacherous and a Cross Stream. He chose to hit our continuous spell. I actually thought he would hit it with one of our back row. So we're going to Treach. He just sets a card. We're going to activate our field spell. Get 3 Paradox Gear. I wonder which card he'll give us. And we're going to normal summon our Paradox Gear. So now with Gear on the field, we're going to be able to tribute it. Get our Red Eyes. And we're going to Verm. We're going to summon a Verm. Or not even actually. We're not gonna summon a Verm. We're gonna go for 4K attack. Actually, you know what? I think I know why. I was getting delays from this card, so I knew it wasn't a drowning. I knew it wasn't any type of trash battle trap. I knew it was gonna be something like a book or something. So I'm like, bro, if I just summon double 4K, if I summon Verm in his book, he's gonna flip one, like he's gonna flip Paradigm, and then I can't get a. Actually, maybe not. You know what I mean? I didn't want him to flip and stop me or anything. I don't know. I just went double 4K. It was like, you can't flip both of us, bro. Forget it. Forget it. And that's how you just drop these 4K on their chin, just like that. Oh man, the deck is so cool. The deck is so cool. Tune in for another video, man. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I don't know why I was low-key having a little brain fart right there. I didn't even know what I was gonna say. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. And I'll see you guys next time. Team 6K out.